Hello, my name is Katie. I'm with HAPS, Houston Area Parkinson Society. This is part 4 of a 4-part series of stretching and strength. So we just finished doing our standing part, and so now we're going to come back in our chair and do a little bit of strength and a lot of stretching. All right, so let's come on back down and finish up here. All right, excellent. All right, let's take another full body stretch real quick. So stretch your arms and legs out. Beautiful. All righty. And then just swing your arms back down. All right, so first we're going to do some stretches. We're going to do some kick and taps. So you're going to kick, you're doing opposite arm and leg. So take one arm and the opposite leg, and you're going to reach for that foot. And you're going to reach for that foot. If you want to give a little twist, you can do that. Or you can just reach looking forward, or depending on your chair, if you're able to kind of twist back a little bit. 4, 3, 2, one more. Good, excellent. All right, then we're going to reach our arms up, and then we're going to bring one knee up. So the arms are going to go on one side of the leg that's coming up. So knee over that leg and then that leg. Good. Keep going. You can do this. You got it. Awesome. 4, 3, 2, and one more. Woo! All right, excellent. All right, we're gonna do a spinal twist in our chair. So I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see how we're gonna do that. All right, so depending on how high your back of your chair is, you can either have so we're twisting, our lower body is forward, and so we're just gonna twist our upper body. So I'm twisting to the right. So take your right hand, or your left hand's on the outside of that thigh, your right hand, you have choices. You can either put it on the side of your chair, or if you have room, you can bring your elbow back here for traction, because we're going to try to look over our right shoulder. All right, I'll show you 2 doing each with the arm here and the arm here. All right, so let's go ahead and start. So on your inhale, you're going to feel like somebody's pulling you up with a string, lengthening you up. On your exhale, you're going to twist to look over your right shoulder. Good. Inhale and exhale, twist. All right, we have 2 more. Don't go back to the original spot. If you're using your elbow, you're just going to use that as traction and twist a little more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. You can do it. One more. Deep breath in and twist a little deeper. Woo. Yeah, I know. I get it. All right, and then we're moving on to the other side. All right, here we go. Here we go. Twist to the left. All right, right hand on the outside of that thigh, left hand here or here. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Look over your left shoulder as best you can. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, twist. All right, we got 2 more to do. Inhale, and exhale. And last one, deep breath in, and exhale, twist a little deeper if you can. Awesome, and come on back. Beautiful. All right, we have some forward folds to do, so just do what you can. So if you don't want to put your head down, then don't. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale our arms up to the ceiling. On our exhale, you're going to lower your hands to your knees. This is fine if you want to stay here. Come down a little lower to your shins or down to your toes. You can keep your head up, or you can let it kind of hang on down. Only if you're not feeling dizzy when you do that. All right, we're just going to do 4 of these. All right, so on your inhale, take it slow. Reach up, round up, roll up, lift up, look up. Maybe take a slight back bend. Awesome, and then come all the way back, lower down to your knees, shins, or toes. Head stays up, or let it come down. Again, only if it doesn't make you feel dizzy. All right, inhale those arms back up. Reach up, round up, roll up, lift up, maybe look up. All right, 2 more. All right, here we go. Lower back down. Knees, shins, or toes. Awesome. All right. And roll it back up. Good. All right, last one. Come back down. And come on back up. Reach up, run up, roll up. Excellent. All righty. Okay, so we're gonna work on our neck and shoulders a little bit more. All right, so we're gonna take one ear over to one shoulder. So you're just gonna let it hang down so that this side of your neck, you're gonna feel a little stretch here. All right, so just let your head hang down. It might not be cooperating, but just let it do what it can. All right, and then you're gonna turn your chin down to look down towards the ground as best you can. So maybe a little bit more, depending on the time of day you're doing this. I know my neck and my joints are a lot stiffer in the morning. So, all right, you're gonna come back and you're gonna look up to the ceiling. All right, excellent. Come on back. And then you're gonna come back to the center and you're gonna go to the other side. So other ear towards your shoulder. And then I want you to look down towards the ground. And turn to look up to the ceiling. Good. All right, and then come on back. All right, we have some neck rolls to do. So start with whatever ear you started with towards your shoulder. You're gonna slowly roll your head and neck all the way around the front and all the way around the back. Take your time. You might be feeling like a little hot spot, I like to call it. So if you are, you can even stop in that spot and breathe into that, or just take it slow if you got a little crick in your neck or a little hot spot. We're gonna go around one more time, and then we're gonna reverse the direction. Good. All right, and when you're ready, reverse the direction, other way. Good. Take it as slow as you need to. All right. I know, me too. I feel it too. All right. Ugh. All right, and then just finish up with that, however long that takes you. Okay, awesome. All right. All right, our shoulders, a little bit shoulders and chest. Next, so we're gonna clasp our hands together like we did at the beginning. We're gonna press our palms away. All right, this time, a little bit different. We're gonna reach our arms up. On the inhale, on the exhale, we're gonna float our arms all the way down. All right, so if you wanna stretch your shoulders a little more when you do this, you're gonna press your palms away. You're gonna go inhale up. You can bring your arms back a little further behind you like that, and you'll feel that stretch back in your shoulder blades. All right? So you can do it all the way back here, or you can just do it right here along your sides. All right, so either way. All right. All right, let's do 8 more. So take it as back far as you want, if you want to feel a little deeper stretch there. If you don't, then just reach them up and flip those arms down. Palms are facing down. Good. Inhale up and exhale, float them down. All right, we have 4 more to do. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up, exhale, float them down. All right, 2 more. Inhale and exhale. All right, last one. Inhale up and exhale, float them down. All right, shake all that out again. Excellent. All right, we're gonna do a extended side angle in the chair. All right, so we're sitting facing forward. You're gonna take one of your legs to the side. So you have it like a L. All right, so we're gonna reach our arms out. We're gonna inhale, we're gonna reach towards that leg that we moved to the side. And then we're gonna bring our forearm here on our inner thigh and reach this other arm right above our ear. Spread your fingers wide, reach and stretch out. You're gonna press into that inner thigh and see if you can roll open a little bit through that top shoulder. Feel a little stretch there. Excellent. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna come back here, and then you're gonna take your hand on the back of your chair and you're gonna sweep this other arm up and over. You're gonna breathe into this outside rib cage, create space here to maybe come over a little more. And release that. All right, bring that leg in and bring that leg out. All right, we got the same thing over here. Inhale, reach, exhale, arm down, this arm right above your ear. All right, press and roll open through that top shoulder. All right, come on back, grab your back of your chair and sweep this arm up. And release that. All right, we have a few more things to do before we close this out. All right, we're gonna circle our wrists around and then we're gonna do our forearms. All right, and then we're gonna make big circles. So cross them at the bottom and then back up and cross them and back up, good. 3 and 2. And 1 more. All right, then we're gonna reverse the direction. All right, so swing them, good. Good. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Back to the forearms, back to the wrists. Awesome. All right, shake that out. All right, let's go over everything. All right, we work the top of our head down to our toes. Shake everything out. 1 last time. All right, excellent. All right, we're gonna finish this fourth part of our series with some breathing exercises, and then we will be good to go. All right, so I want you all to sit up nice and tall again, like we did in the beginning. Relax your shoulders. All right, we're gonna bring our hands to our heart. All right, we have 4 of these breaths. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms up and overhead, lift up, look up, and on your exhale, your hands come right back to your heart. All right, we're gonna do that again. So inhale, reach up, look up, maybe take a slight back bend, and exhale, hands back to your heart. All right, we have 2 more to do. Inhale up, and exhale back down. And last one, deepest breath yet. Inhale, reach up, look up, and exhale, hands come back to your heart. All right, thank you for joining me, whether you just watched this 4th part or you watched 1, 2, and 3 as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you got some good stretches all over your body, and I look forward to working with you guys in the future. Thank you so much. Have a great day.